What's up, everybody? We got some folks on already. Let's see here. Keith's on. Shannon's on. Greg's on. We were not that late.
We were doing something.
We've got a bit of a TLC addiction right now, having spent the entirety of the day. Not all day. We played some DCC, but we weren't playing DCC. We were watching 90 Day Fiancé.
And we still are.
We definitely still are. It's embarrassing. I'll give it that.
It is not embarrassing.
It's a little embarrassing.
That is a great show.
What's up, Lex? You know what? We're watching like season 1, episode 1 through 50 trillion of Before the 90 Days.
It's getting spicy.
It is awful reality TV. I gotta say, there's not much inspiration there in gaming. Maybe there is. I don't know. Possible. Hey, Matt. Yeah, Greg, remember when TLC was about learning? I remember when TLC... It's the Learning Channel. It was originally the Learning Channel. It was educational. It was like the Discovery Channel. And then something...
That's what it stands for?
Yeah. And then something happened. I think it really started breaking with John and Kate plus 8. And then all those...
That all the time.
I know.
It's on DVD.
You guys have the DVDs of it. Hey, Sean. It's been a while. I don't think you're... I'm guessing D6 Games is not gaming right now, right? Wow, lots of folks. Let's move into this. I'm almost embarrassed that tonight's show is not the most prepared of shows. It's really just a terrible idea for a show that we're going to try to make happen.
Yep.
So, okay, let's do this. We've had a lot of gaming in the last few days. At least I have. You've had some. Some. Yesterday morning, I ran Shadow of the Demon Lord. Yesterday afternoon, Cooper, me, and my wife played our 7th session of our Deadlands Reloaded: The Bony Tales of Sebastian Skelet on our Dwarven Forge. You can kind of look over here and see some of it. You know, one of the best parts about gaming in this room right now is that we can just leave our crap set up and don't have to move it, which is kind of nice. So everything's set up right now still, and we're going to get back into that game on Wednesday, and I don't have to break anything down, which is great. Keith says, how to put TLC channel into your DCC. Close. That's kind of the topic for today. We'll get to that. It's reality TV based. You'll see. They'll see. They'll see.
I've only seen episode 1.
Let's still talk about things that don't have to do with that show yet.
Oh.
Okay? So we move the camera a little bit here. Sorry about that. So big week this week. X-Crawl starts Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell the audience what we're doing starting Tuesday?
We're playing X-Crawl.
You want to give it any more feedback than that?
With the shrubs. And we're playing X-Crawl online with the shrubs.
Starting Tuesday, I've only ever seen X-Crawl done in one shot. So starting Tuesday, we are beginning an every week X-Crawl campaign. X-Crawl is, well, you know what? If you don't know what X-Crawl is, you can, go over to DriveThruRPG and pick up the way I started with X-Crawl, which is Dungeon Battle Brooklyn by Brendan LaSalle. And X-Crawl, just a short blurb. X-Crawl is essentially, it's the Running Man meets DCC. And when Evie says the shrubs, Keith, what she means is our home group of younger players. That's the shrubs.
You spelled shrubs wrong.
Yeah, there's 2 B's in shrubs, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
But when we refer to the shrubs, that is our home group of players that would come, and they were the ones where Judge Evie... It started at 5th edition, and we converted over to DCC. But X-Crawl is one of my favorite things about DCC. I love X-Crawl, but have never done it as a campaign. It takes place in kind of a modern world with fantasy, or a dystopian world with fantasy. It comes out of the brain of Brendan LaSalle. And if you were watching What's New with Goodman Games last week, you would have seen that there is going to be an X-Crawl Classics Kickstarter coming out this year. And it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for that. Lex, this camera is not happy with this thing. Here we go. Lex says, I love the X-Crawl concept. That's super cool. You're doing a campaign. What time on Tuesdays are you streaming? We're not streaming it. We are just playing it on our own. We got to do something about this whole streaming
How do we even do that?
Game thing where we can share. I know. I'm sorry. Alexa's saying no. I'm sorry. Well, you know what is challenging is that's a game with a bunch of players who are between 13 and 16. There's a lot of permission that would have to be gained from parents before I put them online.
Oh, Babs said that they want to be on a show.
There you go.
They said they're holding that against us until
there
it happens.
You go. We'll have to figure out how to do that. I'm sure Zoom is involved somehow or something to do it. I don't know how to do an interview with this. OBS is still a quandary. I've gotten some help with it. Though. I know, Bab isn't on.
It's because I didn't remind them.
This is about as technical as I get right now, is doing what we're doing on Twitch right now. So I guess I can figure it out. But anyway, the whole idea is we're going to have every other session be the dungeon battle, and then every other session be what happens between. And we're really going to play up the characters having to find sponsors, and they get famous, and they start their own talk shows maybe, or they open restaurants. They're dealing with like politics and what happens in this dystopian world between the dungeon battles. And the first one's going to be Brooklyn. The second one is I'm writing a sequel to Dungeon Battle Delco. And then the third one is I've been watching and refreshing my brain on the Hunger Games stuff, and I was thinking about doing a hex crawl dungeon battle thing where it would be outside like what's it called, like the Hunger Games, and that would be something I would try to write into something maybe more permanent. So we'll see where that goes. That's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be a fun game. So to that end, next Sunday's Living for Crit should be X-Crawl based. Maybe we'll talk more about what happened. You think?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Boom. Also, on the gaming front, it's pretty cool that Matt is here because we got a chance to play earlier earlier today. Mike Bolam and the amazing DCC Pittsburgh team has gone online and they ran the Accursed Heart of the World Ender. And it was we got to play as players. I was pretty excited. My character, what was his name? Crush. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got a killing blow. I won't say what was on, but a killing blow on the finale thing. We won't say what it was. No spoilers. But it was pretty sweet. And he had 1 hit point but 18 strength. That was awesome. What a great adventure. I have it ordered from Goodman Games. We'll have a chance. Maybe you can run it. You'd have a good time running it, I think, with all the weirdness in the beginning.
Yeah.
So, anyway, let's shift over to Judge Evie Presides. This is the part of the show where you send questions to dccjudgeevie@gmail.com.
You know, it's only one thing.
Why don't you read the first? Oh, wait, what?
So,
there's no questions?
Shut your mouth. Wait.
There's no questions.
You know, it's just the thing where it's like, it's the whole segment devoted to sending in questions. You only have one job, and you failed it again.
Man, that's some guilt.
Not like I'm counting or anything, but it's been like 5 times.
That's rough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's go into our main topic. All right? Running Tiger King for DCC. Right?
It's kind of funny, because this is the best topic we could come up with for tonight.
No, I think this is a good
this
idea.
This started because you found that 5e Tiger thing.
I found the stats for Joe Exotic on Tiger King.
Where'd you find that at?
I mean, on Tiger King, online. We have some questions. Wait, are some questions. Hold on.
Wow.
Keith says, now that you judged the game, I feel a bit guilty. You should. And Rash Corrigan, who is Rob from today, who played with us, is World Ender just a funnel, or was there more to that module, Total Blast? I think it's just a funnel. It's made to be a convention adventure that you could run in a 3 to 4 hour time slot. So we played the entire adventure. Although I think, having played it, I think you could run it as a first level module if you wanted to. I don't think it has to be. I found most 0 level funnels could be a first or second level module with not too much difficulty. Just a little bit of tweaking here and there. But that's a great way to start off a campaign. I'll say that. So back to Tiger King for Dungeon Crawl Classics. If you don't know what Tiger King is...
It's a show about tigers, but not really.
Consider yourself lucky, I guess.
I've only watched 1 episode, and it was only with some of the shrubs, and all we did was make fun of it.
And I put it on by accident one day.
Accident.
No, I did. I had switched over to... I I was on Netflix and I was flipping through the channels and I let it sit on there and it just started playing. So I'm like, well, we'll try the first 5 minutes. And like 6 or 7 or 8 episodes later, my wife and I we watched the whole thing. And it's a hot mess. I don't want to give too many spoilers. It is sort of what the perfect television should be right now for the quarantine and social distancing. That after you watch it, you kind of want to socially distance yourself from anyone. But that said, I was thinking a lot about it because there were D&D 5e stats for Joe Exotic, the one guy in Tiger King. It's a documentary about people that raise tigers and how terrible they are, both to each other and to the tigers. I think the best thing to do, really, if you want to get an idea of what it is watch the honest trailers for Tiger King, which you can just watch on YouTube. Yeah, it does. It's awesome. That is a good spin on it. But let's just say they treat tigers terribly, and no matter who's on the show, they all seem like horrible people in their own way. So I thought we'd talk about Tiger King a little bit tonight in a pitch to a game. And what I thought we would do was I'm going to pitch you the idea for the campaign, and you can, as we go along, you can
make fun of it.
You can make fun of it, okay. or as our audience can, or you can tell me how great the idea is.
I guarantee you, it's not going to be that great. But
the whole goal here is that, in general, this would is that you can get inspiration from anything, maybe even 90 Day Fiancé.
I would rather play a 90 Day Fiancé game than Tiger King.
Well, maybe that's next week. Keith says it might be material for the Gong Farmer's Almanac. So here's the pitch. We're going to reverse Tiger King here. And the heroes are going to be the tigers. What do you think? Or lions, or wolves, or crocodiles. And I found, and I went and pulled off my shelf a hidden gem of a book. Something that if you don't know what it is, you are missing out. But back like in 1990, I think it was, 91, there was a D&D supplement, that's for later, called Night Howlers. The Creature Crucible Night Howlers for basic D&D. And this was a line, the Creature Crucibles was a line of books that came out for basic D&D where you had to play as monsters. And in here are stats for playing all kinds of monsters. Essentially, they're all werewolves. No, they just come out. There's a player's pack, see? And then there's a GM's pack, see? I've had this.
Is this just the skins now?
No, it's broke off. No, this slides out. I've had this stuff.
Just the skins.
Actually, my brothers, I stole it off them when we were kids. But these are maps here. This is a map.
This is the skins.
This was something that was out for basic D&D if you played in Mystara. So
is this what you would use?
There's look at that. This stuff still holds up. You can get this, and I do have this as a PDF.
What you would use?
No, that's just the maps. It's the maps. It's Western Galantry, see?
I thought that would have been the screen.
Anyway, you can play as werewolves. Or, more importantly, let me find it here. Look at that. Look at that. It's a Weretiger. Right there.
Oh,
right there.
Joy.
See? So you can play as Weretigers. And
what's a Weretiger?
You're a werewolf, but you're a tiger. And you take this, you hack it, and you hack it into DCC. Okay? All the players are Weretigers.
Yay.
Or werewolves. All right, so that's what you start out with. And there are some rules in here for Weretigers. Like, let's take a look here. There's werewolves, werebats, werebears, wereboars. I always love werefoxes. These are my favorite. Like, I thought these were awesome. Anyway, werehumans. No, that's not. No, Sean, there's no werehumans. What are you talking about?
What's it called?
Wereseals. That's all. That could be escape. Wereseals could be escape from what's it called? SeaWorld. Weresharks. Weretigers. This is a great picture of Weretigers. Look at this.
Terrible.
Look at this. This jabroni here is turning into a tiger. Weird guppies. All right, so listen. So here's the deal, okay? Weretigers, and there are some things here for basic D&D. If you were playing a campaign as a Weretiger, you gain experience different when you're a Were form and when you're in human form. But you start everyone off as a basic Weretiger, which means that you must take tiger form during a full moon, okay? So maybe the adventure is you're in, it's going to be a full moon tonight, and you're in human form, and you have to escape. And you're your base DCC class. But then you switch over to tiger form that night, and you have to escape, but everyone is a friggin' tiger. What do you think so far? So far, you'd play it, right?
Sure, because I don't know about Tiger King yet.
Okay. And you are in the Tiger King's, like, his tiger ranch. And you have to get out.
Tiger ranch?
Yeah, he raises tigers.
Oh, that's what that's called.
You watched the first episode.
I didn't know it was a ranch.
How do you not know?
I think I paid that.
Wait, he's got an idea. What if, as a human, you're a tiger keeper, but at night you turn into a tiger? That's pretty cool. We got a campaign going here. All right, but listen, it gets better, okay? So you run it in reverse, and you're trying to escape the compound. Greg's got this. It's a compound. So, all right, back up a second. By day...
You're yelling.
No, by day...
By day!
By day, you're a tiger keeper, but you've been bitten by one of the tigers, and at night, you're a Weretiger, and you have to escape.
Why aren't you just a regular tiger?
Because this has to happen. You gotta be this guy, all right?
So you have a human face, but you're a tiger?
No, he's transforming. He's gonna be a tiger in a second. He's not in tiger form yet.
Then why is that just called a tiger?
Because it's someone who... Well, why isn't a werewolf just a wolf?
I don't know. That's confusing, too.
Didn't you ever see the Thriller video?
No. Oh, they're like, I got this thing.
Uh-oh, Keith says...
That song?
Yeah. My God, this is what quarantining people does. All right, listen. This is great. All right, so listen. The next step, all right, is the bad guys. And we have 3 kinds. So in the show...
No.
Wait a second.
No.
Wait a second. Don't read the show notes.
You always tell me to read the show notes.
In the show, there's this one dude, his name is Doc Antal, who's weird as hell, and has all of these wives. He's married to like 6 people, and then he also raises tigers, right? So I think his wives, he's a monster, and his wives turn into Voltron, like a Voltron thing where they connect to each other. Like 2 wives are the arms, 2 are the legs, one's the torso.
It sounds like Pacific Rim.
It's like Pacific Rim, but with Doc Antel's wives. All right. Living Lead says Manimal. There's actually Manimals in Mutant Crawl Classics. So, you know what? Tiger Manimals might be easier than this. But I like the transformation thing. All right? But listen, so then another monster could be in the show. There's a woman who may have murdered her husband and fed him to tigers. And what we could do with her is when you encounter her, she pulls out her tigers, and her tigers...
Oh, wait.
Her tigers...
Her.
Yeah. Her tigers barf up her dead husband, and they form into an undead, dead husband golem. What do you think?
You're gonna scare everyone off. You're gonna be like those people that left my Gen Con game halfway through. That's gonna be everybody. You're just gonna scare them all away.
That's not true. They're gonna like this idea. The idea of Carol Baskin's tigers puking up her dead husband and having them turn into a dead husband golem is a good idea.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But where is it? And look, all of the stream chat has stopped. That's where we hit. We hit the point where the stream chat stopped. I didn't even get to Joe Exotic as a mullet dragon.
He has a mullet. Oh no! That's the first thing I said about Tiger King.
He's got a mullet.
Is that his hair is terrible.
He's got a mullet.
God. It's so bad.
So he's a mullet dragon.
That's the first thing I said about Tiger King was his hair sucked.
So that's the adventure idea.
Now that's something I would attack. A mullet. Mullets are no. Just
I don't know if we'll be able to get this one. Again, Gen Con's not looking so good this year.
How many people do you think? How fast do you think a Tiger King game would sell out? And then how many Tiger King games do you think?
I would be almost guaranteed if I ran a Tiger King DCC game at Gen Con, it would sell out.
Do you think there's gonna be more than like one Tiger King thingy?
I bet you there are at least 6 Tiger King games at Gen Con. You know what? If Gen Con was this year, maybe. How many volumes of the Gong Pharma Almanac would this fill up? Keith just said, I think you need one whole segment devoted to Tiger King. We could call it something else. We could call it like
the
Panther, I don't know, the Panther Prince, or like the Lion Lord. Oh my God, King Tiger dude. King Tiger dude? That's a class. I think mullet should be a class.
No.
Like, do you ever see, like, there's that one, it used to be this old commercial for World of Warcraft, and Mr. T would say he wanted to be a night elf mohawk.
Dude, I have, like, 0 personality.
Tiger tails. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I might have to run this. I'm trying to run more road crew games online, so maybe this will be something. Maybe this is for June, because I have May is all booked up. Maybe my first event in June could be Tiger Tales. I love... Wait. Sean, that's a fantastic title. I gotta make a note. Tiger Tales. That's
my pencil. What?
And the quest to escape the Mullet Dragon. I don't know. We're going to go with that one. Appendix M. Magic mustache, magic mullet. I'm in for it.
Ew.
All right. Well, okay. All right. Next time we do this, I think we're done. We'll end this. We've gone long enough about this part. But if you got any ideas of how we can make the perfect Tiger King themed DCC module, let us know. Maybe I'll run that next month.
I'm sorry, in June. Thing, and I'll run a 90-day fiance thing.
If you want to listen, you just ran a couple weeks ago a game. If you want, you should write a 90-day fiance-based adventure. I bet you that would sell out. I don't know how you do it, but
that'd be. I think about it.
All right.
It sounds intriguing.
On that note, let's move into our next segment: Kickstarter shoutouts. And there's one this week. It's a huge one. It's over $250,000. But that is Deadlands: The Weird West by Pinnacle Entertainment Group for Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. And we briefly mentioned it last week when I think Greg reminded us of it. But now that, we're in it, we backed it and everything, I've got the chance to read up on it. That started, I believe, on Tuesday. And they got big money already. And they have a lot of things unlocked. It is multiple box sets. It's like one core box set, and then there's a boxed adventure. It looks like they're taking things back a notch, back to more localized horror instead of big sweeping campaigns and plot points campaigns.
Sweeping. Get it?
So,
like a sweeper?
That is pretty cool.
Broom,
Rob, well, you know what, Rob? Rob says, don't forget about the Pint and Pony for DCC. I linked to it in last week's show, actually. We mentioned it last week, but that is true. I think there are still some days going on for that one. I know that the DC Savage Worlds Deadlands is going to run until early May. I think Pint and Pony's got another week or so. So that's for DCC. And yeah, if you have any ideas for Kickstarters that we have not talked about but might apply to us, let us know. Road Crew shoutouts. We got some for ourselves this week to talk about.
We do?
Well, I do. And yes, we do. We have a game coming up next month that you and I are running together.
We do?
We do.
What?
We do. All right. First off, I'm running a pair of Road Crew events next month. On Mother's Day, I'm running a DCC Lankmar online event. Myself and Will Keller are both running tables for DCC Lankmar. He is running I believe a third level adventure, Lankmar Adventure, much the title. I am running Lankmar 9-9, which is a combination of Lankmar and a police procedural adventure. So that's what I'm running next month on Mother's Day. And then 2 weeks later, we are running Judge Evie and I will be running, and we haven't set this up yet, so it's not been announced online yet, but it will be soon.
Is this why you know about it?
Yes, that's correct. We are going to be running a special X-Crawl Memorial Day event. I would actually really love to get... Huh?
Yes.
We would love to get a lot of people in on this to have multiple online X-Crawl games going, because X-Crawl is so cool and it has to be celebrated. So we are looking for people to join up with us. I'm not sure we're going to do this yet, but if we can get a bunch of people together running X-Crawl on the same day, show X-Crawl some love. I think we're really inspired by CyclopsCon to get like the momentum going for some of our favorite games. But we'll be running X-Crawl Dungeon Battle Delco, which is our Philly-themed dungeon battle event.
For?
As a lead-up to me writing the sequel, Dungeon Battle Delco 2.
You're just gonna call it Dungeon Battle Delco 2?
Yes.
Are you gonna use like the number 2 or the Roman numerals?
No, I.
Okay, good.
There's a lot of chat right now about Thundercats. What's Thundercats? Yeah. I need some seltzer. We do plan on running 1 to 2 of these events a month, you know, so there'll be more of those. And then DCCRPG Pittsburgh is going online. Pretty much everyone's running online events. There's been never a better time to do some gaming online. And, you know, honestly, I know that the whole coronavirus and social distancing thing is terrible, but if we can turn this into the positive of getting us all together, this week I've gamed with 18 people, 18 individuals, some of which, like Evie multiple times, and my family as well. So we've all had trying to get the most out of this that we can, whether it's gaming in the house as a family, or even when we're done this show, we're playing Heads Up with my parents and mother-in-law. So we're doing, yes, we are. Wow. And my son and I are making a hard run at Diablo 3 on the Nintendo Switch right now. It's our game of choice at the moment. I have a wizard or warlock, whoever it is that shoots friggin' laser beams is who I have, and he plays the barbarian. We're at level 40, I think, now. So trying to finish that. So that's that. One more thing to bring up. If you don't know, last Thursday, I started a series called just Living for Crits Thursday Night Reviews, where every Thursday I will be doing a review of some product that we have played, I've read, I've GM'd, I've played in, and last week I did DCC Lankmar. This week I will be reviewing the Sunken City Omnibus for Purple Sorcerer. This is 4 adventures. It includes The Perils of the Sunken City, The Ooze Pits of Jonas Grok, A Gathering of the Marked, and Lair of the Mistmen. It was written by John Marr, the Purple Sorcerer himself. You can get these on purplesorcerer.com. I got mine off of DriveThruRPG. Links right to it. But the reason I'm reviewing this next in my series of reviews is because I've run every single friggin' module out of there, okay? Wow. And they're great. They're awesome. You could run them alongside Lankmar. There's a place called the Great City in there, and you could say it is the city of Lankmar. But I had a wonderful time and ran a 3-year-long campaign online that started in the Sunken City. So I think for any GMs, whether it's young GMs or older GMs, you'd have a lot of fun with the Sunken City Omnibus. And so I'll be talking about that on Thursday. And every week I will be looking out for more modules to talk about. A couple comments here. Keith said, those Purple Sorcerer modules are fantastically designed. They are, and one thing I'll note is that all of them have great PDFs and maps and show-ems and stuff. So if you are running an online game, like the PDF for this is actually like twice the size of this, because it has all kinds of cutouts and stuff that you could scan to Pogs and things if you wanted to use them for Roll20 or something. They still call them Pogs. I call them Pogs with MapTool. Anyway, my favorite adventure in this series is the Ooze Pits of Jonas Grok. We took 7 sessions to play through it. We played through it as an open world. It was such a great adventure. I don't know. And the city, the town, the village of Slither's End is a tokens. It's called tokens now. I call them pogs back in the day. Back in 2009, I called them pogs. Great adventure, really well written. A great series of adventures, really well written. There's 4 of them in here. I just love everything that they've done. And it's the same company. Purple Sorcerer makes all of the character sheets and the character builders, but they also make Nebin Pendlebrook's Perilous Pantry, which you love, and they wrote Frostfang Expedition, which I love, on top of this. So there you go. That will be Thursday night this week at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you enjoyed the show tonight, if you enjoy the show every week, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. We would love to see us get to 1,000 subscribers. We've been working on this channel for 5 years, and we really just started doing the last year a lot of videos. So if you would share us with your friends and your family and fellow gamers, wherever you talk to them, we would love to have more people here chatting. We would really love to have more people connecting. I'm watching right now as, you guys are talking about gaming together and doing games together and whatnot and playing more together. I would love to connect more people into gaming groups. I have a Discord server that I've been on called the Walls Dungeon Tavern with some friends, and I can't play with every single one of them, but I've been pretty excited that they've formed. There's a Numenera campaign going on there right now. We've had some of our Gladiator battles go on through there, and there's a Lankmar game starting. I'm not GMing any of those, even playing in them. I'm doing some of the Gladiator stuff, but it's just getting players connected during these hard and emotional times, which is pretty special. So where can our viewers and our subscribers find us?
Oh, I see this now. Oh, this one's the I. We are on Twitter wait. Shush. Twitter is at I Live for Crits. Instagram is Living for Crits, even though nothing is posted on there. Follow it anyway. And then search Living for Crits on YouTube for a long catalog. What's that supposed to mean?
It's a long catalog. Billion6 says I want to pick up the Savage Worlds Lankmar books. We have them. They're very good. It definitely, if you want to play your Lankmar in a Savage format, that's the way to go. They'll need some updating for Suede. So that's a bit of a challenge right now, but not impossibly so. And it looks like just a lot of good chat here. Look at that. So anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay together. Our outro ASMR.
I know what I'm gonna say.
I'm just gonna say next week, X-Scroll.
Wait, how should I say it? Okay, I got this. Go watch 90 Day Fiancé.
Good night, everybody.